What is going on today, guys? Happy Monday. It is April the 18th. I also did want to say apologies for not making a video last Thursday. Uh, Allergies, and I was incapacitated to the absolute maximum. And yeah, we all know how that goes. Because allergies is just something, a part of adulthood that you can't weather. You just have to go with it. So, anyways, on to better topics. Oil today, absolute monster move. Not monster move, but I mean monster move in the sense in like at least like a week's time. Big north side move, which has squeezed names like Camber Energy. You got HUSA, Houston, HUSA, Houston Energy. You got INDO, that Indonesia energy company. Um, Absolutely soared to the upside. And if you follow my stocks, with Camber Energy was one of those calls that I said was going to be over $1. And little do you know, less than what, 4 trading days, it's over $1. So that was big miss by myself because I don't know what I was doing, honestly. It was just more so over trading, and I didn't hold that position, which really was unfortunate. But anyways, let's take a look at the markets right now. Markets finishing the day strong. I mean, today was a very up and down day, but overall, very strong close. So I mean, and into after hours. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. Okay, and let's just dive into it. These are going to be the names that I traded today, and I want you guys to keep an eye on. Here we go. A UVXY. Again, bringing this one up again. Traded it today. Did not secure profit. Again, and I'm always transparent with you guys. I'm always honest with you guys. I'm never going to tell you I made money when I really didn't. Um, I had the opportunity to make like north of. We don't care about the amount, but I had an opportunity to secure like a nice 5% plus win, but I didn't sell because I got a little bit greedy. So the market took off. Let me see what time of the day it was exactly. This is yes. Here we go. Yeah, I mean, as you can see, look at the UVXY chart. I mean, absolutely as volatile as it comes, up and down, up and down, up and down. Am I bullish on this name in terms of at least the short term? I am, because I still believe there's going to be a market downtrend with the rate hikes coming up with the feds and whatnot, and inflation in general. I really do believe a downtrend is imminent, and you'll see a move in UVXY to 15, 16, $17 again. I think the chart is really overdue. I mean, if we zoom out a little bit, I mean, yeah, I need to change the time intervals. Let's look at the monthly. I mean, if you zoom out on the chart a little bit, I mean, we're talking about a massive move to the downside, and in a market that really isn't that bullish, really isn't that powerful right now, especially with the market conditions going on. That's why I bring this name up, and I bring up a name like VIXY, VIXY, SQQQ. If you're into bearish ETFs, I mean, it's a solid name. Um, and of course, I'd love to be a bull, but we can't deny the obvious facts of how the market is right now. I mean, the conditions are what they are. There's not much we can do about that. So, I mean, that's my take on UVXY. I really do believe there's going to be a move north side of $15 in the upcoming days. I mean, as you can see, it went close to 15, and that was on the 13th, and then it just downtrended, and then today was pretty stagnant in general. Like I said, I had that opportunity. Right here is where I had bought initially, and I didn't secure profit when it made that nice jump. So because I got a little greedy, I wanted higher, and I took my eyes off it for like maybe, was it like 30 minutes, an hour, and next thing you know, I'm like right around my average. So I ended up just getting out, almost break even, a little money made in it, but not as much as I could have secured. But anyways, guys, UVXY, keep that on watch. Moving on to KOLD. This is the bearish ETF. It's basically the inverse of BOIL, BOIL. BOIL is the bullish natural gas ETF, and this one is the inverse, which is the bearish ETF for natural gas. Now, I made a position on Thursday, um, purely out of speculation. and also charting. Like I was looking at the Boyle chart, it just, I mean, when you see a massive north side move of anything, ETF, stock, whatnot, there has to be some level of cooling off, right? Um, well, I got that call completely. The timing was completely off. Obviously, the right idea. I really do believe natural gas is going to have a pullback. It's just because of the tensions of the war and supply issues. That's the reason why we have these price actions the way we do. I mean, look at Boyle, over $100. And that was another one of my calls back in early February. If you follow me on StockTwits and you bought that, I mean, good for you. Seriously. I mean, I didn't hold because I just don't have the cojones, apparently. I just need to stick to my damn calls. That's the bottom line. I mean, we're talking about a 250% gainer in a 2 month period. And it was the speculation. I was like, natural gas is gonna go up. I remember reading a few articles early on in the war, and it's like it was really a no brainer. But anyways, we're approaching areas that I just really feel it's overbought, and um, now it is a possibility that natural gas is going to continue higher, which will send cold even lower. So just keep an eye on this. In terms of taking a position, I would be patient with it until there's like until there's like a nice bullish confirmation to the upside. I would stay patient with it, but keep an eye on it. Moving on to another name I've been talking about quite frequently is Sofi. Another name I like. I mean, I'm still very bullish on this. All-time lows today again. Like I was saying in previous videos last week and the week before, I believe. SoFi, in terms of these stocks, it's tough because like there's no knowing what the support is going to be because we're in all-time low territory. Another few examples would be like Shift Technology, SFT, I believe that's the ticker, and also FUBO. It's tough to know when an entry is good when you're in an all-time low period. But for me, looking at FUBO and looking at SoFi and looking at Shift, these are three plays that have grown exponentially over the years. Shift 100% has. I mean, to a big amount, but also keep that guy on watch. But SoFi growing nicely. Earnings are expected to be higher than expected, which is phenomenal news, obviously. Um, but yeah, today all-time lows, and I mean it had a nice little uptrend, and then obviously downtrending with the market, and then a nice bullish close. But definitely keep SoFi on the watch. This is another play that I'm bullish on in the near to midterm. Moving on to my next play, IMTE, Integrated Media Technology. This one is a pure low float short squeeze, in my honest opinion. Based on what I'm looking at, I mean, if you look at this move, I mean, absolute insanity. And when was this? This was back in January. I still am kicking myself. I remember buying this when it was like 450, and I ended up selling when it went to 5. Like I like to secure profits, especially in plays like this that it's just you have a plan, you want to execute it, and I just got cold feet and got out, which was obviously a mistake because it uptrended nicely all the way to I think like the $12 region, and then immediately over the course of the next like couple weeks, bam, right back down to those levels. Like this was in the 5 region, and that's in February. Now, I mean, I listen. These are the types of plays that just absolutely blow my mind. But again, as a low float, you never know what's going to happen with these plays, especially when shorts cover their positions. I mean, this names like this will just go bananas. So there was also good news attached. I forgot what that news was exactly, but there was news attached to this move to the upside, but obviously pumped like massively. So then, you look here, look at these wicks. I mean, absolute like I mean, just as bonkers as it went to the upside, it went just as bonkers to the downside. And right around here is where uh, I feel comfortable making an entry. My average is around in the 450s, and I'm gonna hold this position. I want to see what happens because In terms of the shorting, I mean, we see some nice volume come into this play, which I'm overall very fairly confident about. I mean, I bought the position. I'm planning on selling in the $6 to $8 range. I see a nice move up to this range. So, we'll see what happens. It's not necessarily pure speculation. I just look at it as an opportunity, as a low float, and when these gain traction, they gain. I mean, they gain traction, as you guys can see. And the last play we're going to talk about is BWV, Blue Water Vaccines. This play, I mean, there's really just no words in general. Absolute massive move to the upside. This stock was in, I mean, I don't know what the price was when it IPO'd. It looks like it was in like the $50 range when it got dropped on the stock exchange, and was staying in that range. And then bam, you have this move to the downside back in March. Bam, and then a move back to the upside to 60, and then bam, major shorting. So this whole shorting right here in early April was from insider shorts. That's what I was able to research and find out, was that mainly it was insider shorting. And this is another one of those low floater, very limited shares outstanding. I mean, you get a couple big buyers coming in with bids. I mean, these plays moon. I mean, absolutely moon. So right now, I took a position earlier today at 570, and I got out of that one around like 615. So I caught this nice wick to the upside. It was a really nice gainer for me. Um, but I also re-entered before market close, because I do believe that this stock will go 7, 8, $9. There's a conference coming in on Wednesday. I think they're discussing their pipeline drug, whatever it is, and also they had a private placement of $8 million, at a exercisable price of 665. So we're right around the cusp of $6, and that's, I mean, 665. I mean, we're underneath that price. So realistically, I do see a nice move to the upside, and BWV and IMTE are going to be my holdings heading into tomorrow. What a choppy day it was. Overall, finished the day red. Started the morning out red because of cold. I had a not a nice, I had a large position in it, and I had to take that loss because natural gas was just screaming to the upside. So keep that one, keep cold, keep UVXY, keep Sofi on watch. IMTE, BWV, I'm fairly confident about. I believe in it. We'll see what unfolds with these low floaters. I'm really expecting a lot. But you have to be prepared to execute the plan, and downside happens. So you got to be prepared for that as well. Like I always say, execute your plan. And I really hope you guys made good money today. And I'm gonna be continuing to make videos as consistently as I can for you guys. And as always, if you have any questions about any plays that you want me to look into deeper and analyze, I'm more than happy to just leave a comment down below, and make sure to follow me on Stock Twits. And yeah, guys, let's get it going tomorrow. Peace out, guys.